we're here in Nong. We just got off the minivan ride from Luang Prabang. Took about 3 hours. It cost us 150,000 kip each, so £6 per person to travel 3 hours, 60-70 miles. But we're here. We are in Nong, and it is as isolated as we're going to get probably in this entire trip around Southeast Asia. It's a tiny little village right on the banks of the river, nestled between the mountains. This looks absolutely stunning. So we're here for a couple of days. We're going to explore what the place is like, where to go, some of the famous viewpoints, and really dive into northern Laos. I don't think it's very big. I think we could probably walk around the whole of the village in about half an hour if we can hire any bikes. If there's any local places that do some beers that we can take away. Priorities, of course.
More chickens than people.
No difference to any place we've been before, especially in England. It's basically the same, isn't it? I did not expect there to be a couple of schools in this tiny little village nestled in the mountains, but there's one, and they're currently just playing volleyball, and it looks like the primary school over there. Oh yeah, it does say Nong Primary School. You can hear all the noise. So we're just crossing the bridge in Nong, and that is one of the views. That's got to be the best view in Nong at ground level, but no, because you come to the other side of the bridge and you get that. So for our first evening in Nong, we're going to the smaller of the two viewpoints, the Som Nang viewpoint. You can't miss it when you cross the bridge. There's a massive sign where it is. It's now gone up. It's actually now 30,000 kip per person instead of 20,000. We've got the beers packed as well, so fingers crossed we can have a nice beery sunset. It's not too bad up. It's fairly steep. It's just humid because there's no air in this forest, so definitely pack light for this first one. Dread to think what the other ones are like. And we made it to the top of the viewpoint, and we're on our own. Look at that. What a view. This is an absolute must if you ever come to Northern Laos and come to Nong. I don't know whether it's just coming in the back end of the rainy season has paid off, but honestly, there is only me, Carly, 3 ladies down there, and up there's a couple of people. This entire viewpoint, the whole viewpoint, pretty much to yourself, and you pay just over £1 to get up here. It's a no-brainer. Morning one and all, just crossing the bridge. So today we're going to the waterfall, but instead of taking the boat, which a lot of people do on tours, we are gonna get some bicycles and we're gonna go on the road alongside the river. Plan scrapped to go to the waterfall by the road, because this is the road. It is just rocks, and look at the steepness of it. So I think we're going to go to the caves today, because that I think is on a normal road, normal. So we're just riding out of town now. I think we've just arrived at the caves. And we've been greeted by a cow by the looks of it. So you know the cows that greeted us when we entered the caves? Not one of them, there's 3 of them. So entrance to the caves is 20,000 kip per person. Looks like we've come just as they're about to harvest, so a lot of the landscape's already been cut down, ready to collect. So we just finished at the caves. Nice to walk around. Interesting about the history during the Civil War. One side hid in those caves whilst the other was bombing the area. So I suppose it's got a pretty cool place in Laotian history, especially in the north. The second cave is an absolute nightmare to get to, proper through the jungle trekking. I'm absolutely soaked. And the first one is only about a 20-minute walk round, so it's really not too much of a thing to come see in Nong, but for the sake of a quid to get in, you can bike out here. It's a good hour's ride, and the scenery is absolutely stunning. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? No. Can you get a more enjoyable experience than just riding in the middle of nowhere in northern Laos? And the golden hour in this place, I mean, look at this, this is unreal. It's annoyingly, we're not going up to the viewpoint tonight, and it's actually not a cloud in the sky, which is quite frustrating. We're gonna go to a restaurant viewpoint instead before the sun goes down, have some dinner. Can think of worse places to eat and have a sunset. Can you believe that? We've never seen anything like that in our lifetime.
No, actual rain.
Welcome to Nong viewpoint. So we actually got up for this trek at 5:30 and got to the base at 6 o'clock. The streets were really quiet. I mean, everyone was just setting up for the day. There was cloud all over the bridge. What we now realise is, weirdly, that is actually quite late to get up here. We probably passed 20 people coming down as we were on the final stretch. It was almost as if people were climbing it in the dark to get the first glimpse of the sunrise. When we got up here, the sun has already gone over the mountains. We completed the climb in an hour and a quarter, which for 2 amateurs is a really, really good effort. I certainly wouldn't recommend this climb if you're not comfortable with long treks. It was tough. At points, it was nice and shallow, the climb, and then at other points it was really, really steep. So just one to watch out if you ever come to this viewpoint. But this has surely got to be one of the best views I've ever seen in my life. So we are back on the bridge, and as you can see now, completely clear skies, which is a little bit frustrating because this is what it looked like when we left just over an hour ago. Thick cloud, thinking it'll be there all day. We made the trek down, that's the mountain, and as you can see, bright blue skies. But we did have the viewpoint to ourselves for about an hour, so all in all, I'd say a success. So for our last evening, we're heading back to the Khiaw bar. It's probably one of the most recommended places to go if you come into Nong. Seems like where a lot of the backpackers go. So we're gonna go and have a couple of drinks, have some food. I'd recommend the yellow curry. That was superb. I'm probably gonna have that again tonight. But that is it for this video. Unfortunately, we didn't have enough time to go to the waterfalls because we had that misunderstanding about how to get there. You had to book a full one-day tour. So unfortunately, we've run out of time to do that, but you never know, we might come back one day and do that again. I would definitely recommend coming to Nong. I think it's been one of the best places we've been so far in this trip. The sights, the people, the secluded nature of it all, the views, it's all been absolutely incredible. So make sure this is on your bucket list if you're coming to Laos. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one when we go back south, down Laos towards